In terms of the special content, I wanted my audience to be able to engage a lot with my films. So I have a film poster, the actor character profiles, the way that I make them, behind the scenes montage. I wanted to have especially a relatable approach and a soundtrack. So first of all, the film poster. It gives the audience an idea about the genre. It introduces the male love interests as well as the couple, and also a little bit of the storyline with, the tagline, "The purest love comes from broken people," and they will be wondering, why are they broken? So this makes the project more complete um, and helps to hook the audience further. I also made some alternative posters for social media. I wanted to have a specific social media campaign. So these posters are simpler in the way that, unlike the main film poster, they don't have this bit at the bottom where it has all the important details that film posters usually come with. So these are a way also to use the edited images that I already had, and basically they have the cast and they're really nice and they would hug the audience basically this way. So I also have my actor character profiles here. I did them the way that I did them was kind of as interview style. I interviewed my characters instead of just making written profiles of them on the blog. And the reason why I did this is I took inspiration from some of the little interviews that Netflix does, for example, in their YouTube channel for their characters, which really hooks the audience that have already seen the film and they want to get to know better the actors, especially if it's a couple to ship them. This usually happens among the teenage audience. So I did want to have the actor character profiles again to convey the more human side of the film and to hook my audience in that way. Also, as more extra content, I did a behind the scenes montage, which is here. So this is a picture of me editing my behind the scenes. I did a little note of reflection on the whole process of making the film. And here I have the link to the YouTube channel where basically everybody can go watch the behind the scenes. And the audience here can see beyond the world of the film. It is another way to see the human side of the characters, to hook them further into the world of the film, even if they haven't seen it. It shows all the good moments. So any type of extra content is great. And so the meaning behind the film, right? Here I really wanted to play on the gratification identification part of the Blumler and Katz model so that the audience can identify with the film. So I did a very detailed post on why I chosen the title Broken Wings. And basically, I talked about self love, self development, growth, healthy relationships, and how those can help, and also about the voiceover, which has its own little message. And I wanted the voiceover to be continued at the end of the film. So this motif of birds, I wanted to come back as a kind of a note of reflection. And so, yeah, basically, the meaning behind the film, this post, makes the film much deeper. It stops being a cliche romance film and it starts being something more, something about self development, self love that my audience really relate to. And so finally, I made a soundtrack because, again, as I talked about before, I want the music to be a big part in hooking the audience. As in other films, I talked about All the Boys and how they used the song I Like Me Better. So here I wanted the songs to also hook the audience, and I did a little soundtrack trailer. Here I have the soundtrack with all the songs, and on the little trailer which I posted on YouTube under this link, I have a little extract of each song that the film would feature, um, and many more. So that's it for question two, I think. Oh, we have a last bit. Great. So distribution. Finally, the main purpose of how I wanted to distribute my film was to make it stand out from Netflix teen rom-coms such as The Kissing Booth or To All the Boys. So I wanted to acknowledge the deeper message that my film has. So I wanted to give also by first of all distributing my film on cinemas, releasing it on cinemas, and then after a while, maybe a couple of months, releasing it on Netflix to reach a wider audience. But first of all, release it as a very exclusive content on film, on the cinema, and to give teens a chance to go out for dinner or to hang out and watch the film because I know teenagers like to go to the cinema